But no.
That's crazy.
I want your mama. I want your mama.
She says Stacy's mama's got it going on.
Period.
Hello and good morning, Skullies. My name is Savonne Pearson, and if you don't know, I'm 23 for the sake of this video. And I have here with me Ippy, and she will introduce herself.
Yes, I am Ippy. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm an actress, and I'm 34 years old.
34. So we are literally 10 years apart. 10 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of crazy.
It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get into this and talk about it. Yeah. So before we get into it, I do want to put a disclaimer that every person and every relationship we will be discussing today, I don't know why it's been so hard for me to get this sentence out, but every person and every relationship we will be discussing today will be between consenting adults. We will not be talking about age gap relationships between underage folks and overage folks. If you want me to talk about that in the lesbian community, there is a huge thing about that as well. I can talk about that in a Toxic Mental Tuesday episode, but for today, it's for the adults. You know, we got our wine, Cheers. It's grown folks time. Let's talk. So first of all, thank you, Ippy, so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
I know this is a lot to talk about. I know it's like a bit of a heavy topic, not heavy on a darker side, but heavy on, this is your personal business being out there.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you for coming and for sitting down and chatting with me. So Ippy and I met on set. I do cinematography and camera work, and she is an actress, so we've been working a lot together closely. And when you work closely together, you kind of get to know each other a little bit more. And in my conversations with you, I peeped. You was talking about dating some younger women, some older women, had a little bit of spice everywhere, and I was just so curious as to how this started for you. And I just wanted to share that with you guys and just get her perspective on everything. So
Of course.
So let's get straight into the interview.
All right, let's get it.
Let's get it. So Ippy, tell me, at what stage in your life did you begin age gap relationships? How did it start for you?
So for me, it started I haven't even been doing it that long, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's only been, I think, 3 years, 3 or 4 years that I've been doing it. So it's not really, long, but it kind of, I don't know, it kind of just happened. It wasn't really something I was looking for. It kind of just happened. We sat down, we had a conversation, we was drinking, and
Cheers.
We was at the bar, and we was drinking, and we kind of just sat down, and she was older, and she was probably like 45.
Okay.
And it was the connection for me. We didn't end up talking. We didn't end up starting anything. But that moment talking to her showed me, the connection that I had to her. It showed me that maybe I can do this. Maybe I can date older women. I think so. I kind of like her.
You can do a little 10 years older. Yeah. And that's fine, because I feel like because of a lot of the dating pool's so small, so I feel like with all the women around, it's just easier, or for the least amount of women around, it's just easier to just forgo all of that age stuff, forgo all of the things that you would normally say no to in a heteronormative society, and just try it out.
Just try it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it just happened.
It just happened.
So you first started with older.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
45 was the start. And then, I think I was maybe 30.
30.
I was 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Since then, have you just so happened to get into those relationships, or has it been something you've been looking for?
I've gotten into them.
You just happened to. Okay.
It took a few, but then I landed one. I was like, okay, I like her.
Yeah.
She's nice. She's old school. She had kids. She had 3
wow.
kids.
Yeah. Y'all love to be stud daddies.
Yeah. Well, they were grown, so I didn't have to be nobody's daddy.
Oh, that's true.
I wasn't nobody's daddy. Her kids was grown. Her kids was out the house.
Wow.
They was on their own little, journeys. They was gone. I didn't have to deal with that. It was
Were
just
they
me
around your age?
Her. Yeah, they was kind of good. They were younger.
That?
They were younger, but they were still.
But still,
adults.
you would more likely date one of them.
But no.
That's crazy.
I want your mama. I want your mama.
She says Stacy's mama's got it going on.
Period.
How old is too old and how young is too young? I think I know how young is too young, but
I think the youngest I would probably go is like 27. I like 27. I could probably do 26, but I prefer 27 and up. And then too old, ooh, I don't know, maybe I would do at least up to like 55.
55.
I would do up to 55.
Yeah.
I would. Anything over 55, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Unless I just want to be taken care of.
Oh, fully.
Unless they got a lot of
Social
money.
Security checks?
Right. Unless they got a lot of money, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And
If
they
he
just
likes
want
to be
something
wine
fine
and dine.
yes.
So any older women, I know I got some older women in my comments. She just want to be wine and dine. Just take this one out.
Yo. For real.
Do you find it difficult to find things in common, entertainment-wise, or?
Oh, that's good. Sometimes.
Okay, give me how it is older and how it is younger.
But the majority of the time, with older women, the majority of the time, I can relate better. Because they live, through their time frame. I've lived through mine. And then because of my parents, I know a little bit of theirs. You know what I mean? So it's like, I kind of vibe better with them and relate. And with the younger women, it's like, I don't really know a lot about their world, you know?
I get what you mean.
I don't know much about their world. So it's like when I try when I date the younger women, I'm always learning because I'm just like, okay, this is new. Yes. And I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's why age for me, it's, you get good things out of each age.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, there's a positive for everyone, and
Yes.
there's pros and cons with each one, basically.
It definitely is, yeah.
So what's the oldest you've gone already, and what's the youngest you've gone already?
The oldest I've gone is like 52.
52?
She was 52.
Wow.
That's the oldest. And then the youngest I've done so far, 24. I believe she was 24.
Okay.
When I started talking to her, she was 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Shit. Look, 24, 52, Ippy's for everybody.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here.
She for everybody.
Call me.
Wait, I don't want to say you for everybody.
It depends.
It depends.
It depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
Just keep watching.
Not anybody.
Not anybody.
Right.
The women's.
Right.
The women's. Do you feel like you expanded your dating experiences because the lesbian dating pool is small?
I think so, yeah. It's very small.
It's tiny.
You can date somebody and then next thing you know, that person done talk to your friend and then your other friend and then now it's everybody know everybody.
Especially
everybody
in
that
Atlanta.
messed with everybody like, and it's good to go with the older women because older women, they're not in the scene. They're not really big on social media like that. They're not like that. They're more low key. They, where they hang out. They pick and choose wisely where they hang out at because they don't want to be a part of that. So that's good too. That comes from the older crowd.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, a huge trope in the lesbian community is the younger stud and the older feminine woman. And we see that in a lot of different TV shows. We've seen that in 20s where Hattie, she's dating her older boss. They love that power dynamic and the studs love that for some reason. What is your personal opinion about that trope? Do you think it's true? And how has it affected you?
The way I look at it, the way from my perspective, I guess I should say, from my perspective, I just like it. I like being the younger, masculine presenting for this older woman, especially if maybe this is like only her first or second time actually messing with a female. Because some of them been straight for a really long time.
Wow.
And then they get to a certain age and then they just like, shit. Let me try this out, and then you can pick me. You know what I'm saying? And so I come through, but when I enter in the relationship though, it's like different, and it's interesting to see them let me be who I need to be. You know, because when older women, you know, especially if they have kids, they're so used to being the only one. If they were a single parent, you know, or if they got a divorce from their husband or whatever, they're used to letting him do it. This is a female, so sometimes they see it different. Like, she's a female, like she's not about to be blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
But to see them let me be, even though I am the age I am, because sometimes they do look at me like, oh my God, I'm robbing the cradle.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do.
I can't imagine feeling like I'm robbing the cradle with you, because you're so not old, but like older, you know. That's so crazy. Somebody robs your cradle,
right? Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's something.
Anybody can get their cradle robbed.
It's nice to see them, you know, just let me.
Yeah.
And then they like really let me too. And
yeah,
then
just let you be yourself.
They see how mature I am. They see how I can do this. I got this. Just because I'm a female, it doesn't mean you know, I can't do what I got to do. You know, for our relationship and for you. You know.
Oh, she can provide.
You know what
she
I'm saying?
said, "I'm providing."
I got this.
So, we talked a lot about older women. Let's flip it. Tell me about your experience dating younger women. What has that been like?
Dating younger women is very interesting. Like I said before, I learned so much because I don't know much about their world. You know, it's so different from how I was raised. It's completely different. So it's very interesting to date younger women. I learn a lot. I learn a lot about how they love, because the way they love is different.
How so?
And
I'm just curious because I'm a younger woman, so I'm gonna be the spokesperson for us, y'all. What's
well,
up?
I mean, every woman is different too. So the way that you see it, it could be different from the young ladies that I've experienced in my life.
That's
you know what I
very
mean?
true.
So I can really only speak from my experience.
Yeah.
But the way they love, I feel like it's a connection that's hard for me to get on the same level of, because I don't feel like it's deep enough.
Ooh, it's superficial. It's up.
Yeah,
it's
I don't feel like it's like really deep enough. Like old school love is like deep. You know what I mean? Old school love is like no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like
ride or die.
Man, you know what I'm saying? And then the younger love that I've experienced is just like, okay, maybe like one or two arguments or whatever the case may be. That's enough to just be like,
oh,
you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
It also depends on your zodiac sign.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I don't know who you dated, but girl, not the people I know. We ain't letting it go.
I don't know. The signs has been all over the place. I don't know.
Yeah. That's crazy. Really, that's something I've actually I haven't heard that before.
Yeah. Well, from my experience.
It seems like
it's not deep enough, you know.
It's not deep enough.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. So, do you feel that there is a power dynamic either between you and an older woman and you and a younger woman, if you could explain that?
I just like when they powerful, honestly.
Oh.
I just like when they're powerful. Like, I know I'm powerful, you know, but that when that older woman just take control of you, like, yo, like, take control completely. And I'm just like, yes, take control of me. Yes, please. You know, so I don't mind, you know, her being, I don't know if it's more aggressive. Would it be, you know?
Dominant, maybe?
Yeah, more dominant, I guess. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind, because at times I'm more dominant. You know, sometimes I can be more dominant, and sometimes I'd rather you be more dominant, you know? So,
Yeah, that makes sense. And what about with older or younger women?
With younger women, I do kind of like to be more dominant, but when I let them be dominant, I learn especially when it comes to sex. Like, young girls are so fun. Like, young girls are so fun.
You are quaking right now. Why are you so excited?
Oh my God, because I've had some fun. But anyway, I had some fun. But you learn so much. Like, y'all be freaky. Y'all be crazy out here with it. Like, for real.
We are.
And I'm with it. Yeah. You know, I'm with it. I'm with it. Whatever.
So, financially, do you feel like there's ever a strain in the relationship depending on whether the person is older or younger?
I think if the woman was younger, I feel like a lot of times they would look to me to be the more stable when it comes to financial. With older women, they're just so established.
Yeah.
They're just so, they have their house, they have cars, they have, they've bought their kids, they're funding their kids' stay, paying for their kids' bills and all that other stuff. Like, it's not, they're so established. It's like, you have what you have, but then they just have this long list. Yeah, they already have it. So it's like, you don't really have to worry about that. So, yeah.
I just feel like I'm getting further convinced to date older women. That's really what I feel like this video is. This is propaganda to get everyone to date older. Just letting you guys all know
Try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Yep.
Making sure that but if you're 18 and you're deciding to date older, baby, we're going to have to have a talk. Yeah. We're going to have a talk.
Yeah.
A real deep conversation, babes. We're not doing that. I just want to say that hearing you speak about all these things, I feel like I'm doing really good for myself. just the way you're describing it, they look to you for financials and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I'm on salary and shit. I'm 23. I feel good.
Yeah.
And it makes me
good.
feel even better, like, going into the dating world. You know what I mean? Like, because now I'm like, I feel like I have things to offer that are beyond just my own self.
And then you don't need nobody. So that's the thing, too, because that's real big. Because you don't want to need anybody for anything.
Ever.
So that's real good. That's real good.
Yeah. I feel good now. Okay. Hey, prospects, I'm ready. What are the pros and cons of dating younger/older?
Okay. So when I date younger women, there's a lot of cons, but I think it's a lot of cons on my end. No, I think it's a lot of cons on my end.
I'm sorry, that was
for real.
He said, there's a lot of cons.
It is, but it's on my end because I just don't, like I said, I don't know their world. So it's like they're misunderstood, like from my perspective. I misunderstand them, I feel like. And that's why I keep trying because, I want to know.
Understand.
And I want to understand, and I feel like I don't understand. So I can we can bump heads on so much because I just don't understand, I guess the new world, the new generation. Yeah.
I feel that way about people who were born after 2000. So I can't imagine how you feel for people who were born 10 years younger than you.
Man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I totally feel you there.
Yeah.
So how do people respond to your age gap relationships? How do people respond when they see you with an older or a younger once they find out your ages?
Oh, they like to kind of think, I wonder why. Maybe she's with her for her money. Like if it's me with an older woman, maybe they'll start thinking maybe she's with her for her money or something like that, and they won't actually think like maybe I really do like her and she really do like me. Like they won't think that.
It's always like
it's always a reason when it comes to those kind of relationships. It's always a reason. But yeah, they don't take it serious. They really don't, and it can be a serious thing. Like I mean, the relationships I've had with the older women, they haven't last really long, but I believe they can. I believe they can. It's just certain situations that kind of stopped it from happening, but it can.
Have you gone back to dating around your age, or do you now still just do age gap?
Well, right now I haven't been dating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been dating myself.
Oh, that's hot. No, that's hot. That's awesome.
I've been dating myself. I have. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. But would you go back to your age? Or you would?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 30-year-olds, you guys are not excluded.
No.
Ippy's again for. Here you go. I'll give you the microphone.
She for everybody.
I know we got a little bit into this already, but if there's any more like restrictions do you feel like you face between either older or younger women?
First, with younger women, I was out, I don't mind going out, but I feel like the older I become, the less I want to do that. So that's why I got to be careful now because I don't really want to go out like that. I don't really like clubs like that no more, you know?
Yeah,
and the older I get or I become, that's just how I get, So it gets kind of difficult. So then that makes me raise the age a little bit.
Not every 20, there's introverted 20.
I mean, but just a little bit. I just raise the age just a little bit. And then you'll find, maybe like 27-year-olds that don't mind staying in the house. and having a good time, sipping some wine, watching some Netflix. You know, don't.
Do you
mind
know that
being,
our generation is the generation that does that? We
know,
don't go out,
but you know, it's still a whole lot out there that still go out and turn up. Like you know,
it is true.
Yeah.
But I know a good amount of 30-year-olds who be at the club eyeing out all these 20-year-olds acting just like the 20-year-olds.
That's true.
So we got
That's
both
true.
ends of the spectrum
That
here.
is true. Yeah.
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 How does your family react to those relationships?
That's interesting. They don't know.
Ooh. And ooh.
They don't know. They don't meet them.
They don't meet
I ain't
them.
bringing nobody home unless we about to get married.
True. I feel like you are too old for that.
Man,
you are way too old for that.
They don't meet them. They don't
Yeah.
meet them. If we're gonna get married, if it's something deep, you know, then I'll take them home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if you're not gonna meet my people. We got to have that deep connection. It's got to be really going somewhere. We got to be talking about having a family, getting married. We got to be talking about all of that, building. And then I'm going to take you home to my parents. Then you about to join my family. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In your experience, do you have a preference for older or younger?
I think I do now. I think I do now. I don't know if I'm going to really stick to it, but I think I'm leaning more towards a preference.
Yeah.
I do feel like I am. I feel like I'm leaning more towards older.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. But I don't know if I'm going to stick with it. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, people are always evolving, you know? It doesn't, it's not always, it's not always that black and white, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you
I still give it a chance.
Yeah. Like we all say we have our quote unquote type, but then you end up dating someone that doesn't look anything like your type. So
Exactly.
let's talk about myth busting. What are some myths that you hear that you'd like to hear or did you like to talk about? This one is getting to me.
What
This is
myths are out there? That's what I don't know.
You don't know the myths?
I don't know the myths. What's floating around? What is it?
Well, like you just said, that you date that it's all for money.
Okay.
Let's bust that myth.
Yeah.
That
it's definitely not.
It's not for money?
No, it is not.
You could not be with someone just because they was rich.
This is the thing. No matter what, no matter where I am in my life, I am always going to be able to take care of myself. No matter what. I will always be able to take care of myself.
Period.
That's what I've always been taught. That's what I'm going to always do. So I don't have to depend on nobody for nothing. Never. You know. So it's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
It's about the love and the connection.
That's it.
Dang, y'all. You got to be so judgmental. I know you clicked on this, thought she was going to be a gold digger or something. She ain't no gold digger.
Nah. Nah.
Except she want to get taken out and wine and dine and stuff.
If you want to give it, you know what I'm saying?
I was like, but.
If you want to give it, you know.
Then she open to it, but.
You know, it's not a must.
Yes.
But, I mean, you know.
So, I know there were a few things that you wanted to talk about. So, you wanted to hit on love, experience, maturity, and entertainment.
Yeah, but I think we already hit on love. I think we hit on that one.
Let's go to experience, maturity.
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
Experience and maturity, that's interesting because they're two different things.
Yes,
You know, you can have a mature 12-year-old. You can have a mature 19-year-old.
Oh, God. The fact that you just said that, it just really threw me off.
But listen, though. You can you can have a mature, whatever age person, but maturity and experience is different. You know, the experience, to me, in my opinion, is what matter. I need experience. You know, especially for the long run, I need experience for sure. You know, so that's why I think
so they have to have experience, is what you mean?
Yeah, I would like them to.
Gotcha.
I would like them to have experience, because like when I date women that do not have experience, I tend to look from their point of view as somebody that feel like they know everything. To them, you know, and so that's the issue that I was running into a lot. Like she was looking at me, oh, well, you just think you know everything and blah blah blah. Like, no, I don't think I know everything. I just have that experience.
And you know what you want.
Yes. And I know what I'm talking about, and I just know, you know.
Yeah, you're wiser.
So
you're
10
years wiser, and that's
but
something that you
but they see it, some of them see it as, you know, oh, well, you think you better and you think you know everything and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
And what about maturity?
Maturity is definitely a must. You always want somebody, well, I always want somebody that's mature. I need somebody that can when some shit really, do you cuss on here?
Yeah.
Okay. When some shit really go down, like, it's very important to have somebody that's very mature, that can handle what's going down, that can handle, you know, things, and not approach it in like just a childly, I hate that. That little kid, that
like
little
the runaway.
I
get that.
hate that, you know.
You too old for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even hate that, and I'm 23.
Yeah.
You know, like,
See,
I'm just.
So you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
nobody likes to deal with that.
No kids.
Those trauma responses. And have you found that older women are more mature, or have you found that there are some older women that are actually less mature than the younger women?
There's actually some women that's less mature than younger women. Some older women that have maybe had wasn't able to live their life, had their kids at a young age, and wasn't really, you know, able to live. So even as now that their kids are gone and they have their lives back, some of them are just like wilding, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
I get what you mean.
Like haven't lived kind of thing. And oh man, it's unfortunate, but it doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah,
you know?
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. They weren't able to grow up because they had to grow up with the children. And I see that happens a lot in our community.
And then you have younger women who, you know, didn't have kids, who have lived their life and been working on themselves, and, you know, they're very mature.
Yes.
You know, so it is different depending on, you know, who you come across. It is different.
Right. It depends on your literal experience.
Yeah.
So I guess experience and maturity do tie in together.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did talk about entertainment, but was there anything else that you wanted to hit on with entertainment?
It's always funny, entertainment, especially with old school women. When the old school women, they like say a name of the artist, and then you like,
oh God,
like, who is that? And then they say, who is that? And then you like, yeah, and then they go, oh my goodness, and then that makes them think they're robbing the cradle again.
That's funny. I'm pretty sure I can name a bunch of people you probably be like.
I probably don't know anybody.
But my little sister will name a bunch of people, and I'm like,
yeah.
So I just feel like even if you go a generation above you, it's still gonna be a disconnect.
It's always gonna be that. Yeah.
Do you feel like love defies age differences?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Why would it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think
that love defies age difference?
Yeah.
I think love defies a lot of things. Yeah.
But age difference?
Yeah. I think it's possible. I think it's possible that that the age difference won't really matter if it's like, if the souls are connected. I truly do believe so. Like if there's anything going on that, you know, might hinder something, if it's meant, it'll happen. It'll happen.
Okay, I'm with it.
So I think a lot of things love can defy a lot of things. And I think age is one of them. Age is one of them. But again, between consenting adults, let's remember that. Let's remember that between consenting adults, please. Yes, that's what we're talking about here. Yes. That's all we have. That's all the questions I have for you.
That's it.
Yeah. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any more questions for Ippy. She'll be in the comments, so she'll be commenting back.
I'll be there.
Also, Ippy is launching her own channel.
I will be very soon.
Yes.
I will be.
So if you want to give us like a little bit, we'll be about to see.
No, I'm not giving anything.
You're not giving nothing.
No, it's a surprise.
She's
it's
mysterious.
A surprise.
One thing you know about her, she's mysterious. It's a surprise. So just look out for her channel, but tell us the name so we know where to find you. I'm
gonna call it Ippy's World.
Yes.
So it's gonna be called Ippy's World, but I don't want to give away anything because I'm still making changes.
Gotcha.
I'm still making changes.
That's okay. You know, and we're gonna welcome her with open arms. I'm gonna put the link to her YouTube channel in the bio and in the comments. Thank you again for coming on here.
Well, yeah,
I feel like I learned so much.
Yes.
I feel like I learned so much, and now I have a preference for dating older women too. I do.
Try it.
I do. Because people my age,
See,
they not like me.
You know what I mean.
They not like me, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
I truly don't understand. I feel like I'm defective. But then I realize, no, they are.
Not, yeah.
They are.
They are. They're defective.
So older women come at me, 26 and above, 25 and above. Thank you. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
All right.